Hi Rob.
Hi John.
How are you?
I'm fine, John. How are you?
Very well.
It's been a long time.
Nice to do the video with you today. Do you want to talk about Allardyce? Can you be bothered? Have you got anything to say?
I can. I had a little chat with Neil about it. We came in the office and we both had a rant where we violently agreed. I think, and maybe I'm going to buck some sort of trend here, I think Sam's been hard done by. I think they knew exactly what they were getting with Sam. We all knew exactly what we were getting with Sam. He's not done anything criminal. It's a bit shabby, but that's who Sam is, Shabby Sam.
Yeah.
We all sort of thought, it'd be fun with Shabby Sam. We can't suddenly shock her. Shabby Sam's been shabby. That's what he's done. So what? He's not done anything criminal. He did caveat what he said with, I'll have to run it by the FA. Yes, it's low rent, but that's who he is.
Yeah. I've read a thing by Daniel Taylor this morning who sort of sticks up for a bit of it, which is quite funny actually, because Allardyce is Daniel Taylor's put the boost into Allardyce in the past over his involvements with his agents and a few dodgy things, particularly involving Ravel Morrison, where he was sort of bullied into going with Sam's agent really, and then dropped when he wouldn't. But but one of the things he says is when you look at the actual Telegraph transcripts, there's quite a lot of stuff that obviously doesn't make the videos, where they try and talk about bungs, and he's like, don't talk to me about that shit. Why are you bringing that up in front of me?
Really?
And then actually shouting at his agent for kind of allowing it to happen, kind of thing. He's like, it's not 20 or 30 years ago anymore. You can't just say stuff like that anymore. So there is stuff that he obviously wouldn't talk about, and the stuff that he would.
You do worry.
Is it that salacious? I think if it was any other job, then it'd be sorted out. And the fact that it's England just means that they obviously feel like they can't continue with him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're him, you're going to look to your agent a little bit and go, I went into a meeting with good faith that you got talked into putting me in front of.
Yeah.
I was just doing my job, giving the chat.
Yeah.
I'm here because of you. Neil made the point to me, which I think is very true. I think Ian McIntosh has made in a piece today that above all else, it's really quite sad. He's just a fella who got his dream come true and it's been taken away from him.
Yeah.
Maybe people can't bring themselves to feel sorry for Sam Allardyce, but somewhere in humanity it is a little bit sad. So
yeah. And it's only a part-time job, let's face it. You've got to keep busy somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
bit of keynote speaking.
What a cushy. No wonder it was his dream job. Look at it. It's a cushy number, wasn't it?
Yeah, 20. All right. So, who knows what will happen to Sam. One fella definitely on the move is Ian Ayre. It's sort of come, we knew he was going in the summer, but he's going to 1860 Munich, which is a bit of a surprise. I mean, I don't know what Ian's German's like.
I'd have given him the England job. Same thing.
Yeah, well, apparently James Pearce has written something saying he won't leave before the end of the season, so we're not going to put him on garden leave or anything. I'll just say, go on, mate, you might as well go now, which suggests that whoever is coming in to replace Ian still needs to, put a few things in place themselves, or maybe they just want to win the league for him.
What it does reveal is that, I mean, the way Ian Ayre's departure was publicised, and when was this revealed? About 6 months ago or so. It was, Ian's got a couple of years with Liverpool, and then he's going to go off and do other things, and you might have imagined he was going to go backpacking around the world or become chairman of a bank in Asia or something like this. But he's staying in football.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's revelatory in terms of Liverpool's attitude?
It means that it suggests that he'd quite like to still be at Liverpool, continuing, and it was made out to be a mutual thing, and it's time to move on for both of us. Whereas he's took a worse job in football, let's face it, and I'm sure he's doing the new challenge thing, and I'm sure he'll have a laugh in Germany because he enjoys himself wherever he goes. But it suggests that it's a little bit of a step down, which I say I wasn't expecting either. I was expecting to go and do a bit of after dinner speaking himself.
Yeah, exactly. So, best of luck to you, Ian, and all that. But I think the interesting thing is now it sort of it puts a definite horizon on this, and you'd hope that FSG are scouring the globe as they didn't do before in just promoting the guy who was there anyway. And connected to a regime that hadn't covered itself in glory. Let's be honest about this. It'd be nice to think that they find somebody who has the requisite dynamism to take Liverpool forward.
We'll see. I think it'll be Billy Hogan, but anyway, we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, the under-23s are playing tonight. Them lads, we like them. They're playing really well at the moment.
Who have we got tonight again?
They're playing Wolfsburg, which is in this sort of youth Champions League type thing. So we're in the group stages. They're playing Wolfsburg tonight. It's at home. It's at Prenton Park. Do try and get down if you're about and you haven't got much to do and you want to watch a game of football. They're a really good team. They're beating everyone at the moment, aren't they?
You going?
Playing very well. I'm going to try and get down. Yeah, 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's only over the waterfront.
There's that nice bar around the back, isn't there, as well?
There is. Yeah. So
I'm being talked into it.
Well, if you do fancy it, it's free if you're a member or you've got a season ticket, or you can just get older one, let's face it, you know, they're not going to check. Or you can pay to get in. It's £4 for adults and £1 for children. And as Rob says, there's a nice bar in the main stand. But yeah, you get to see some good players, including Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's flying at the moment, scored a really nice goal at the weekend, and he's someone who Andy Kelly's been chatting to. Andy Kelly, who does the Central League show with us, which is our show about the academy players. Andy does that with us, and he's done a good interview with Trent and found him, you know, very amenable. You know, he's a polite young man. He's a very talented young man, and AK come away with it, impressed with him, but also saying he wouldn't be surprised if he's making his first team debut sooner rather than later. He's at Melbourne full time now, which I didn't realise.
Yeah, it looks like him and Ovier Ejaria are the boys most likely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Of the youngsters. Are we expecting to see any first teamers? Danny Ings
has been playing. Yeah, whether he goes in this one, we'll have to wait and see.
Lucas might.
Yeah,
some football.
There's been a couple. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest, in a bit more degree. I know he got a few minutes at the, you know, recently, but it was last week at Derby. But you know, I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen a bit more of him at this level. So yeah, Danny Ings has been starting for the 23s. He scored 2 at the weekend. One of them a diving head, a really nice goal. So you know, you might be able to go see Danny Ings tonight. But also a few, you know, the stars of the future, as they say, the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ovier Ejaria, Harry Wilson's playing really, really well at the moment. Cameron Brannigan, who's been in and around the first team, is a really talented lad. So there's good players to go and watch. You do go on around and support them, and the Germans will probably be quite good too. Let's face it.
Yeah, they're bound to be. There'll be a crack outfit. Well.
Yeah, another player played at that level at the moment is Brooks Lennon, who's an American player. I spoke to him on Friday, put the interview up yesterday, so have a look on the Anfield Wrap website if you're interested in what Brooks Lennon had to say. He's a really interesting guy, actually. He's very straight. He was quite happy to sit in a Liverpool training facility and say his hero was Cristiano Ronaldo, which I quite enjoyed. But it just shows. But one thing I asked him about was, you mentioned Danny Ings, and I asked him about how you feel when the likes of Danny Ings drop down and basically take your place. And I was expecting him to say, oh no, we're just like learning from him and stuff. But he did say, yeah, it is a bit annoying, you know. Which I really liked. Yeah. You know, he was like, look, I like watching Danny Ings. I can learn a lot from him. He's an international player, but you know, you train all week and you want to play, and then some fella comes from Melwood and takes your place. And I was like, do you know what? Well in, lad.
Yeah. That's I should call that refreshing. With the Cristiano revelation, you reveal us some Everton boxer shorts as well. No. Yeah. You know, fair play to him. His confidence, isn't it? It's
confidence, and was pretty self-aware as well. He talked a lot about, you know, stuff he needs to improve in his game. But have a look anyway. So as I say, I spoke to Brooks Lennon. I also had a chat with Michael Beale, who's the under-23s manager, that I basically need to write up now. This is holding me up. But that'll be on some point today ahead of the game tonight. And Michael Beale, he's an interesting man. You've met him as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I met him a fortnight ago at the academy. He's really interesting. Yeah. He's got a charisma about him, Michael. I really rate him.
Certainly has. Okay, and just before we finish, a couple of things. PFA fans player of the year is Sadio Mane. Rob, would you say that Sadio Mane is the best player in Europe?
The last month or forever? Yeah, well, actually, no.
He's good. It's been a brilliant start to his Liverpool career.
Yeah, it's 3 and 5 starts, and he's been unlucky. He got one disallowed at Spurs. I mean, it's as good a start as we've seen in a Liverpool career. And you know, we're talking harking back to John Barnes and Luis Suarez, really. Although Patrick Berg, if you remember, had this golden fortnight.
Yeah.
But this has gone on longer than that. You know, regardless, he's also been to settle into the Liverpool side without having to be the number one go-to guy. He just gives us an option. He takes people with him. He completes us.
Yeah, he does. He's become a very important player for Liverpool already, but a very good one. So well into Sadio Mane. I'll just finish by saying we've just put these new mugs on sale. These are When the Reds Win, We All Win. It's a new design. They went on sale yesterday. They're selling pretty quickly already. So if you want to get on them, we're selling them on eBay. You can either search for the Wrap Pack 2, the Wrap with a W obviously, Wrap Pack 2 on eBay, or just go to our Facebook and Twitter and you'll see me banging on about them. So yeah, we're selling these with a new snazzy metal badge and loads of stickers and stuff like that.
How much do they retail at, John?
$9.99.
$9.99, that's a snip.
It is a snip. I think it might just be a tenner. But yeah, loads of stickers and car stickers in there and stuff as well. So if you want one of them, get on it while you can. Thanks, Rob.
It's a pleasure.